Hello everyone, Canberra here, and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. I didn't die. I kind of ended up disappearing by accident. I said I was going to be back last Thursday, and then I had work and family commitments, and I couldn't really find any time to record. The deck that I had planned to bring you was this. So it's a kind of, just move that for the second. It's a Boros aggro deck. I know how popular they are, because the Boros Lorehold aggro, it's turned out really, really well. I thought I'd build sort of my own kind of version of it, and it was a very interesting experience. So the mainstay of the deck is obviously using Leonin Lightscribe, Seasoned Hallowblade, with Blade Historian has become a massively important card in Strixhaven. The fact that it gives all attacking creatures you control, Double Strike is extremely strong. Like, ridiculously strong. As you can board Flood and then just repeatedly strike your opponent. The other card I want to use is one that I've really kind of enjoyed, is Velomachus Lorehold. It's probably the only, for me it was the only Elder Dragon that I thought was really, really good, before I actually used Tanazir Quandrix. So whenever he attacks, you can look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to Velomachus Lorehold's power from among them without paying its mana cost. So it's very helpful for cards like Lorehold Command, but it also means you can get free instant removal, which can otherwise boost the Leonin Lightscribe for no additional cost. It's also beneficial for cards like Lorehold Pledge Mage, which has Magecraft at gaining +1/+0 until the end of the turn. We also have Maul of the Skyclaves, just to give an equip cost and give our creatures fly so we can get over our opponent. 3 copies of Basri Solidarity and 3 copies of Guiding Voice. For Guiding Voice Learn ability, we have 2 copies of Start from Scratch, and we have 2 copies of Spirit Summoning, for both extra creatures and to get rid of something small. So, we also, I know that a lot of people go with Usher of the Fallen. I chose to go with Hall Monitor, just so it's a quick 1/1 you can throw out on the board with haste, and because if your opponent does get a big blocker late on, Hall Monitor's ability can negate that. So, my experience with this deck was interesting. You're seeing a post-game recording. I did this in practice with this deck in play queue on the off chance while I was away with family, and it was really, really good. So I jumped into ranked to record, and it was a fucking disaster. Not helped by the fact that a lot of the decks I've faced had lots of removal, but also not helpful about the fact that my deck couldn't really draw right. I think it was either trying to force me into building a Voltron deck with Maul of the Skyclaves and Guiding Voice, or I couldn't get hold of Blade Historian or Leonin Lightscribe. So I took it into the play queue. It was also a bit of a struggle. I managed to get some really good games, which we're about to see now. So literally the 5 games we'll see about the 5 best ones I can get. I do think there are some reasons for that, and there are some weaknesses in the deck, which I will talk about in the outro. But I do think some of it was, I was slightly unlucky with the draw. It didn't really it wasn't able to like draw consistently, I felt. But you'll just have to judge for yourself when we get into the games. So anyway, let's crack on with it. This hand is fine. We'll just get the Seasoned Hallowblade out. And then we'll use Guiding Voice into more Skyclaves and all that. Okay. Fine. Next combat and turn. Oh yeah, I can't really stop him, can I? Might have to do something about that. Anyway. That's going to be irritating. I might just have to only attack with Seasoned Hellblade then. Get land off the top, I can solve a lot of this with, This also works. Oh, they're going to pointlessly and annoyingly scry, aren't they? Just to cheaply gain the life. Do 11 here. Hello, where are you? My opponent seems to have disappeared at the moment, so... I don't know, maybe they got fed up. But this wanted the hall monitor, so... Me 11 damage flying over. There we go. Why is my thing the cat now? I think I said it's something else. I'll change that in a minute. Yeah, I think my opponent, I don't know, they've just walked away or closed down arena or something. They've had a bit of a moment. Probably seeing I pulled out the second wall of Skyclaves. You'd think they'd sacrifice the goat. It's kind of annoying when they do kind of like have that opportunity, but they're just going to sit on the thing. Yep, and they get to hold up the priority for the Woe Strider, so it's just going to have them scoop right now. So. Yep. Unfortunately, that's the way to end it. I mean, they could have disconnected. You know, yeah, they're basically just going to sit there and do nothing. They might have disconnected. They've just seen them touch the thing. I have to see what happens. Either that or they just solely walked away. Kind of a shame that that's the way that ends, but we'll just take this to the first game. Yep. They're out. I think in the end they just didn't want to deal with it. Okay, yeah, this hand is fine. I go on the play and I can just drop a whole monitor. Yep. So drop Seasoned Hellblade and then drop another whole mantle from Battery Solidarity. We do need a third land. We'll just have to see if we can get one. There we go. Third land easily. Yep. And now he's going to obnoxiously hold up priority. I don't know how. Again, I don't know how that's kept. Yep, he's going to sit there with priority held up for no other reason than just because they can. Because people are a bit... I find it quite shitty, but... You can draw from your own conclusion. It just feels really obnoxious to just sit there just to hold up the Fable Passage just because you can. Like, I always crack that straight away. Right. One more to hit. There we go. That's 8 damage there. This might be Doomscar. Yeah. Get rid of that. This is a 3-color deck then. Yeah, well, it's all fun and games until they can literally just undo all your plays. So play both again. Oh, see, I'm on Cat. With the, what do they call this thing? Dreadhawk Kitty. Yeah, they scoop. Because I can just discard a card, protect the thing, and then they're just going to die. It was really nice to see the mountain there, actually. I really needed something like, well, something like, more of the Skyclaves. We'll move on to the next game. We're going to have to mulligan that, because it's only the 2 mountains and all of my white cards except for Hall Monitor. I don't want to be stuck with just the Hall Monitor, so... So, it's not much better, but it's got removal. We'll take out the only white card, I guess. Yeah, white mana at some point. I can give Hall Monitor all of the Skyclaves. So we actually get white mana. There we go. Oh, no, they scooped immediately. Alright, well, we're just counting that one. Looks like that was their entire plan was based around Lotus Cobra, so... Ergo, I immediately win. We'll just move on to the next game. This hand is actually great. Would need another white mana so I can play Leona Lightskype and Guiding Voice. But... might have to save that. Anyway, Seasoned Hallowblade. Next. Turn. Right. Take away that 3 life. Again, I need a white mana because I can play Basri Solidarity then and start like going in for damage. Perfect. Let's just get him to 9. And we'll do all the rest of that later. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Oh, that's not me. Yeah, that's totally on me. Oh, I forgot to I could have discarded the Lorehold to protect the thing. Yeah, I think the game is completely gone now. Yeah, I'm just gonna get endlessly looped with this crap. That was on me. I accidentally gave away the Season Hallow Blade. I forgot to discard a card, and I died. I think I kind of thought that the Hallow Blade was going to survive. I kind of realized he was only at 6-5. He wasn't at 6. Yeah, that's on me. Anyway, we'll just move on to the next game. Yeah, this hand is fine. We just need to make sure everything stays alive until we get to Blade Historian. So we do need to keep drawing lands when we get Blade Historian and then Lorehold Command. So, get the Hall Monitor out first. Speed Lizard. There we go. So we'll get the cheap 3 in there, and then next time we'll just play Blade Historian. I'm assuming they'll block the Hall Monitor here, to be fair. No, they did that completely wrong. Alright. Whatever. Damn it. I don't have a Charmin removal in this deck. Are you fucking serious? Yep, it's a steel shitathon. And another Pledge Mage. It feels like it's going to be one of those games to end off where it's just like we can't get anything we need because land just doesn't exist. Right, so what we're going to do I don't think this dude can do math very well. Alright. Yeah, so we got the land in the end. We're able to use Lorehold command to get the victory. This deck has... Well, I'll talk about it in the outro, but it practiced so well, but... Don't know what happened. Okay, you did get to see, like, how some of the deck worked, but I have no idea what kind of happened regarding, like, some of the draws. I did this deck in, like, a practice round, and it went really, really good. Like, and then I took it into ranked. It felt like Leonin Lightscribe and Blade Historian either never appeared, or came in and got immediately removed. If I was to change anything in the deck, I'd probably just take out all 3 Mortal Skyclaves, put in a 4th Blade Historian, 4th Leonin Lightscribe, and a 4th Scorching Dragonfire. Because I think one of the big problems is that when I'm running 3 of each card and 4 of some of the others, you're limiting how many times you can get certain numbers of the card. And I think Mortal Skyclaves didn't really help that much. So I think it would have probably been better if I dropped Mortal Skyclaves and just put in the cards that mattered, like Lightscribe, Historian, and Scorching Dragonfire. I just found it quite odd because it tested really well when I was practicing, like, over the times I got whilst being away with family or before I went to, like, work. And it just didn't seem to gel really well. And then I took it into recording for yesterday and today, and it seemed to just kind of die. And it was really weird, because I felt like it shouldn't be doing that. Or, sorry, Thursday, yeah. Thursday and yesterday. And even 1 or 2 of the games I played today with it, whilst I was waiting for the video to upload, it just seemed to, whatever. Would I like to see more of Velomachus Lorehold? I did get to use him in some of the practice games, and he was really, really good. But you kind of need more spells, like more instants or sorceries. So, it is a thing for that. I could drop Velomachus Lorehold and put in more instants, put in another Lorehold command as well. But I think this deck I feel it's good. And I think if you were to play it over a number of games, you see that it is quite strong. Like I said, I went with Hall Monitor rather than Usher of the Fallen, because I felt that the main aim of the deck was to kind of whittle down your opponent with cards, and by the time they get a blocker out, you can just use Hall Monitor's effect. So, you have to just see how it is. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more, you can always subscribe. I've been Canberra Run, and thank you for watching.